Champions League draw took place this morning. I'm sure you've probably got other things to do than pay too much attention to it at the moment, but does it feel strange being at this club all the time you've been here as a player? The Champions League's going on without United. It's happened fairly regularly over the last few years into the knockout stages. Does it feel different or wrong that this club isn't competing at that end of Europe consistently enough these days?
Certainly where we want to be. I don't think we can assume and just take things for granted just because the past is the past. That takes care of what should happen here and now or next season. I think it's you've got to kind of earn that. You've got to show you're good enough, and I think that's why when you have time of success or you achieve success, it's warranted, and to show how tough it actually is to get it. So, to be honest, at the moment, it's a really laser focused on kind of what's ahead for us. There's no point in us looking elsewhere. We know where we want to be. We know kind of what we've got to do to get there, and the performance level and the games that are coming up where we want to try and get the right results. But I think looking what else is going on in and around Europe at this point is not really going to help us. But certainly where we want to be.
Yes, everybody, we are back again with another massive show to bring to you guys. It is also a very, very outstanding weekend of football, full of excitement in the British Premier League, where Manchester City are going to be up, and also we are going to be seeing Newcastle, Tottenham Sport, and Tottenham Sport in action. It was also a very, 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 very and a great opportunity yesterday night for Manchester United to leapfrog Aston Villa to the top place. So, but right now we are going to be talking about Micheal Carrick's press conference yesterday when he was caught. I pinpointed a very, very remarkable statement from Micheal Carrick. We all know where we want to be because he was being quizzed and also being questioned by the newsman in the in that newsroom press conference yesterday ahead of Manchester United trip to home trip to Crystal Palace. Well, before we get into that on Digital Sports All Day, you can do me a small favor, smash the like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel, bottom right corner. Get involved in the comment section and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Where do you actually think the Manchester United are going to be finishing in the Premier League table at the end of the season? Because Micheal Carrick, the statement he delivered is a massive, huge, and also is a message passing across to every Manchester United player of what is ahead of us. We know where we want to be. So Micheal Carrick, he was being quite squeezed by the newsman in the newsroom yesterday, because yesterday we all know it's no longer a secret. It's been confirmed that the UEFA Champions League was grouped, and also it was where Manchester United ought to be. But it has been quite unfortunate for the past 2 seasons now. For a couple of seasons, Manchester United has not been in the UEFA Champions League. So competing in the one of the highest and also the greatest stage in European football is right now the top priority of Manchester United, because the question that was being asked directly to Micheal Carrick, because of Manchester United hasn't been where they ought to be. But Micheal Carrick, his reply to the newsman that we all know where we ought to be. So we all know where we ought to be right now. It is Champions League football right now, according to what I'm seeing and according to what I've been hearing from different couple of sources, means that Manchester United, Micheal Carrick must deliver Champions League football for Manchester United next season. So right now we got the opportunity to deliver Champions League. So right now we got the opportunity to leapfrog Aston Villa, because Aston Villa yesterday, at the back of it all yesterday, they lost at the Manutd Stadium against Wolves yesterday by 2-0. Relegation struggle and also the whipping boys, Wolverhampton Wanderers, defeated Aston Villa at the Manutd Stadium yesterday by 2-0. It was a very, 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 very shocking result. But, as I said, I'm not actually surprised of it, because that's the beauty of the Premier League. The beauty of the Premier League. Anything can happen. Any team can beat any team. So that is the beauty of the Premier League. That was how it happened yesterday. So on Sunday, 3 p.m. UK time, Manchester United got the opportunity to leapfrog Aston Villa at the third places in the UEFA Champions League. So right now, we all know where we ought to be. That was a strong message being delivered by Micheal Carrick in his press conference. So we all know where we are, ought to be, and which is actually massive and also impressive comment for Micheal Carrick. I'm feeling actually positive right now. Off the back of it, the next focus right now is Crystal Palace on Sunday, how can we be able to get this massive 3 points? Because right now we have to be pushing and also pushing more harder for the Champions League spot, and for us to keep Manchester United to keep our hope alive. We have to be pushing and also getting victories at home. Vital is actually vitally for this club if we have odds to deliver Champions League football. So Mike Carrick, he was also went on to be quizzed about the injury update team news ahead of Manchester United home game against Crystal Palace. So he was asked about the availability of Mason Mount. So the quiz, the quote, and also the quote, the response and the reply of Mason Mount, Carrick, about the fitness update of Mason Mount. He said, Mike Carrick said on the situation of Mason Mount that he is back on the grass. He is getting closer. So he is getting closer. He is back on the grass. It is apparently automatically that Mason Mount will be missing in our home game today against Crystal Palace. So Mason Mount is now going to be in the match day squad on Sunday at Old Trafford against Crystal Palace. So he said, we have to be patient. We're working on Mason Mount for him to get to full strength to carry on to the rest of the season. So I think this is also a nice one. We shouldn't be rushing Mason Mount back to action right now because we have to get him fully fit for him to be able to carry on fully to the end of the season. So he was asking also his quiz about the progress of Matthias de Ligt. Matthias de Ligt has been missing since November after his Sunderland header against Tottenham Hotspur at the Tottenham Hotspur London Stadium. Matthias de Ligt has not been involved. He has been also absolutely suffering with a bad injury. So right now, Mike Carrick was asked about the recovering process, the progress of Matthias de Ligt, the Dutch international, how he is faring the progress, and also a date time set frame being set about on the return of Matthias de Ligt. So Mike Carrick also he said Matthias, he is doing well, recovering slower, but he's going also to, it's not that close. But I think hopefully that we could be seeing Matthias de Ligt returning back to the matchday squad. I think possibly, potentially next month, which is March. So he was asked about Patrick Dogu, the progress of Patrick Dogu. Patrick Dogu is recovering in terms, he's progressing well, and also all sorts and done. He was asked also on the availability and also the fitness update of Lisandro Martinez, the Argentine international. He was saying that Lisandro Martinez just 10 to 12 days he could also be back or back on training and also join the rest of the group. So which also make it Lisandro Martinez will be out of Crystal Palace clash with also Mason Mount. These are the two players that is closer to return back from injury. So obviously it is also one of the prestigious statement that I feel that Michael Carrick made, which absolutely caught my attention. Yes, I was following his match press conference yesterday, but this statement that he made triggered me, and also triggered me to make me to come up here to say this. He said, "We all know where we want to be. Come on, everybody, where do Manchester United ought to be? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This is DJ Sports Update. Smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget also to send in your match prediction. I will also be back maybe later in the day to bring you guys the match review between Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. Kick-off time tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK, 3 p.m. UK time tomorrow at Old Trafford. Send in your match prediction and also let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget it's match day, Premier League. See you guys on the next video. Bye for now.